So, hello my dear friends, this is your friend C. Jatin Agarwal and welcome to my channel. So, in this video, we are going to cover everything about May 25 campus. सर May 25 campus में क्या 14,000 सीट्स बैठेंगे तो क्या कितने परसेंटेज आपका शॉर्टलिस्टिंग रह सकता है या फिर हम किस तरीके से फॉर्म भरें ताकि मैक्सिमम शॉर्टलिस्टिंग हमको आ जाए या आईसीआई कौन से बेसिक अनाउंसमेंट्स लेके आता है कैंपस के रिगार्डिंग या फिर पास्ट कैंपस का स्टेटस क्या रहा या फिर कौन से शॉर्टलिस्टिंग क्राइटेरिया रहते हैं. All these questions of you are I'm going to answer all these questions in this video. So be with me till the end of the video. So let's start with the discussion. So friends, as you can see on the screen, basically these three announcements have been released by ICAI for this May 25 campus. तो आप जैसे CMI प्लेसमेंट की वेबसाइट पे जाओगे तो आपको ये कैंपस के ब्रोशर मिल जाएगा, आपको अनाउंसमेंट मिल जाएगा और इसके कुछ FAQs भी ICAI लेके आया है. तो वन बाय वन we'll discuss what are the various announcements and what are the key takeaways for you from these announcements and all things, right? So friends, let's start that in this who are basically eligible candidates. So eligible candidates, अगर आप May 25 के students, so if you are May 25 students and your articleship is going to complete by 31st of October, then you are eligible for this campus, right? Sir, if we are not going to complete our articleship by 31st of October, then what? My friends, you can sit in the next campus, which will be after like 3 months, 4 months, right? You can sit in that campus. And if you are like November 24 candidates, but your results arrived due to some reasons later than 31st of January, then you can sit in this campus. And if you are November 24 past candidates, but you could not appear in that previous campus, so you can sit in this campus because this campus is considered to be the CA freshers campus. So you should be a fresher, right? Now the last date for registration for you as a candidate is 20th of July. As per ICAI, it is 20th of July, right? And no extension will be possible. So friends, आपको बता दूं कि there are two types of centers in this campus. Firstly, big centers and second is small centers. So big centers total में आपको देख सकते हैं total 9 are the big centers. So these 9 big centers are your Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, Jaipur, Pune, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Hyderabad. अब आप बोलोगे सर व्हाट्स द रेलेवेंस ऑफ दिस बिग सेंटर एंड स्मॉल सेंटर. So relevance is, friends, you have the option to choose any one big center and any one small center, and these don't go simultaneously. Like firstly, like in August, big center campus would be there, and then in September, small center campus would be there. So you have to choose, means one center among all the big centers and one in small centers. So you can choose like this. Now, if you have chosen a particular small center in a particular, like at the time of filing of form, then you can change that center when the forms like revised forms would be out for this small center. So at the time you can change this small center also, right? Now, my friends, which center to choose? So center choosing is one of the big tasks and one of the important tasks for this campus placement. So there are 3 criteria which we say so you should choose for selecting a campus center. First criteria is your basically your location preference, that which location you want to get into. Secondly is your marks criteria and past experience, that what are your marks and based on past experience what were the various shortlistings in that particular center, right? So past experience also matters. Now next thing is your first is the location, second is your marks, and third is your like which company you want to get into. So you can watch out the past companies list. Where you can get the list, I'll share the list, so you can connect on my Telegram channel and share the list there, right? So past companies list is also the criteria. So there are 4 criteria on which you need to choose a particular center. So I'll come up with a separate session that which center to choose based on the different criteria which are there, because approximately on final days of campus form filing, like 19th or 20th of July, which is there, some list of the companies will be out. So based on those lists also, which is the present list, and based on the past list of the companies, will choose particular centers, right? Now going next, that what are the various dates of those campus. So this time the campus would be physical like the last ones, and the center dates are like Delhi would start from 5th and Mumbai 6th, Bangalore 7th, like that. The various dates are given below. So my friends, these campus would be on like 6-7 dates, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 11th and 12th. So you have to choose the centers in a way that you can be comfortable to go there physically and stay there. Suppose if you have been shortlisted for a company on first day, like fifth, for one company shortlisted for fifth, and one company for sixth, one company for seventh, then you should be able to manage to go there for 3 days. So this is one of the criteria which you need to consider before choosing a particular campus center, right? So these are the small centers date, which you can see on the screen, 23rd September. So it will start in September, right? So firstly, worry about the big center only. So don't worry about small centers, right? Now, what are the various timelines? So these timelines, like what are the last date of registration for the organization? So for you as a candidate, last date is 20th of July. But for organization, it is 22nd of July. So please be noted that till 20th, whatever companies get registered in the ICAI campus, so list will be out for those companies only. If company suppose registers later on 21st or 22nd, those lists will not be out for you. So you have to go strategically before choosing a particular campus center, right? Now after that, after 22nd, they will get the list of the candidates, means list of chartered accountants on 20th 22nd, and they have to shortlist the candidates till 25th. From 26th to 26th to 28th, you will have the chance to give the consent. So what is the criteria for consent? Basically, a student can give consent to 4 companies. So these 4 companies limit is for the big center separate and small center separate. So don't get confused. But keep this thing in mind that this limit is inclusive of first round and second round. These 4 limits, right? So these 4 are for the first and second both combined. So suppose if you give the consent to 3 companies in this, then you will have one chance to get consent, one more consent you can give in the second round, right? If you have given to 2, then 2. This is the number of chance. If you have given all the 4 consents in the first round, then suppose if good companies shortlisted in the second round, then you will not have any chance, right? And suppose if you missed any company, missed giving consent to any company, then the same will not be repeated. The same company will never be repeated in the second round, right? So do remember these things, my friends. Now the thing is, so these are the important timelines. Now suppose so second shortlisting will be time to company for the second shortlisting would be 29th to 30th, and 31st you will have the time to give the second round's consent, right? And on 2nd of August, companies will have the option to go for the psychometric test or written test, whatever they want to take. Now you ask, sir, what is the criteria for GDs? Suppose after test they schedule a GD, then GD can be conducted even on the day of interview or before. Then that depends on the company's policies, right? So these are the various timelines for the big centers. We are not going for the small centers now. We'll have a separate video later on in September, because these are later on, right? It's not going to be now. Now thing is that all these are the major timelines which you should keep in mind. Now the thing is, suppose you choose a particular center, file the campus form. Now, which by what date you should submit the campus form? As per me, you should wait for the last or second last day, because suppose a company's list is out, then the center you should choose based on the company's list, right? So you should wait for that time to fill the campus form, right? Now the thing is, there are some general guidelines issued by the ICAI for you. These general guidelines are that you have to apply for the membership if you are eligible, right? When you got eligible, when your articleship gets completed. So don't get worried if your articleship is not over yet, because it is a general guideline, not the compulsion. Secondly, you should quote the membership number if you have obtained. If you have not obtained, then basically you should not fill the same. And then quote the advanced MCS. So GMCS certificate is must for filing the campus. We'll go through the campus form also. So you can register on this website. We'll go through this, and you have to punch how you can log in on that website. You have to log in through your roll number, right? So we'll go through that also. And there are some small guidelines which you can go through on the ICAI CMIB placements portal. So go through all these things. Then after filing the campus form, a unique center code will be assigned to you. DEL means Delhi, Mumbai, MUM, like this. And photo ID will be generated. Which you need to carry physically to the campus centers, right? Remember this thing. You need to carry the campus form as well as this photo ID to your campus physically, right? So do carry these things. Now you have to strictly adhere to the guidelines which are there. So we'll go through these guidelines also. And these are the small guidelines which you can go through. that if your articleship will be completed 31st of October, then you have to wait for the next campus. Like these things are there. And what is the timing of interviews, friends? The timing would be 9:30 to 6 p.m. Right? And the venue will be decided by the ICAI. It will be in physical mode. But some companies can take the interviews virtually. Do remember this thing. Many companies take the interviews virtually. So it's not the case that they have to appear physically for the campus. Companies can choose the mode of interview. What would be the fees? Sir, whose fees would be 1,500 rupees. It will be inclusive of GST. Suppose if you have made any payment and the payment, after making the payment, it is showing error, then ICAI itself says that you can make the payment second time. The double payment will, if you have made the double payment now, then the one payment would be refunded to you by putting a mail to cajobs.ica.org. Right? This is the one-time help desk. This is the mail in which you can contact for everything. If you have any sort of query for this ICAI campus, you can mail to this or contact this number, right? Between 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So this is the thing. Commitment charges. Suppose if you have basically, kindly note that if you have accepted a job offer and you have not joined, suppose if you have accepted an offer and you have not joined, then the ICAI will can charge a fee penalty of 5,000 rupees, can charge a penalty of 5,000 rupees, and you will not be allowed to sit to the, you will not be have the access to the job portals. Job portal means ICAI is having a separate job portal, which will work after your fresher interview, which will work like after you got your first job. So that will work for you. So you'll not get access to that. But not a big thing to worry about, right? Not a big thing. Now these are the general guidelines. Now there are some brochures. There is one brochure which is released by ICAI. So let's go through that brochure. That what's the important things in that. So friends, as you can see, that this brochure is basically important for the companies who want to hire the candidates from the ICAI campus, as well as it is important for the candidates also, because there are some important guidelines in. And this is your center key dates. That what the center dates, Delhi, Mumbai campus, everything. Then tariff. So this is for the companies, that what fees they need to pay to hire the candidates from a particular campus. So this is for the companies. Basically, they need to pay this amount of fees for hiring candidates on day premier, day 1, day 2. 6 dates were there now, 3 and 3. So these are the fees to be paid by the companies. So not at all relevant for you. Now mode of the payment is also not relevant. Now the most important thing for you, that sir, what will be the minimum cities in the various centers on the various days? So my friend, this is the big center key list, and in this big center, on the day premier means day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dates per there na. So on first day, minimum CTC which company can offer to candidate is 20 lakhs on day 1, day premier, sorry. It is 20 lakhs. But if a company hires at least 15 candidates, 15 fresh chartered accountants, then they can pay at least 17 lakhs. So my friends, on day premier, minimum CTC is 17 lakhs per annum. And if suppose an international company come in that particular campus, then the minimum CTC is 1 lakh US dollars, right? Like that, on day 1, minimum CTC is 14 lakhs for the domestic hiring companies. And suppose if they are hiring more than 15 candidates, then it is 12 lakh per annum. So my friends, minimum CTC on day 1 is 12 lakhs per annum. Like this, minimum CTC on day 2 is 11 lakhs, day 3 is 10 lakhs, day 4 is 9 lakhs, and day 5 it is also 9 lakhs. Right? But for the small centers, my friends, though these small centers, they can pay minimum CTC of 7.2 lakh rupees. And these centers can pay minimum CTC of 9 lakh rupees. So friends, you will say, sir, it is only 9 lakh rupees, so less compared to our hard work and 5 years of dedication. So my friends, let me tell you that we'll compare it with the last year average pay. So last year, if we'll compare the last 3 campus placements, so average pay of last 3 campus placement is 12.5 lakhs. So friends, not a big thing to worry about. Average package of chartered accountant, fresher chartered accountant is 12.5 lakh from the ICAI campus. We'll verify it through the official source of ICAI. Okay. Now, my friends, this is the timeline which we have gone through. What are the various timelines in this announcement itself? What are the various indicative guidelines and procedures for registration? So this is for the company. This is for the company. Now, this is disclosure of information. This disclosure is very relevant for the purpose of candidates. This is for the company, but it is important for the purpose of candidates also. Why? Because it is asking that company should disclose the selection criteria. Ultimately, it depends upon the company what selection criteria it kept, but they have to disclose that criteria on the ICAI. So this can be your selection criteria, my friend. Graduation, number of attempts in CA final, in CA inter foundation, reservation if any, bond, all these important points companies need to disclose, my friends. So these things you have to read after getting shortlistings. So these are the must requisite for a company to appear in that campus. They have to give this necessary information, right? And all these things, like if they register for more than one centers, then yeah, they have to specifically mention the name and contact details of respective recruitment officials. All these are the basic details that should be mentioned to for the proper disclosure of information, right? Job profiles, basically the thing is that, my friends, suppose if a company come up with the 10 vacancies, it can shortlist maximum 100 candidates 10 times, right? And this 10 times is combined of first and second round of shortlisting. Suppose in first round it shortlisted 50, second round it has the option to shortlist another 50. Out of that 50, if 40 gave the consent, then it has the option to shortlist another 60. Total 100 candidates can be there, right, my friends? So this is the shortlisting criteria by the companies and maximum number of shortlistings companies can make. So these are the things. And any specific provision is there, like if other than normal working hours are there, that the companies has to disclose, like the BPOs, KPOs, they should disclose the CTC as well as minimum take home salary. They should disclose the job profile, description, responsibilities, place of posting, department, city, etc. If a company has posted 50 vacancies, my friends, if a company has posted 50 vacancies, then it has to disclose, it has to bifurcate these vacancies into the different profiles: relationship manager 20, relationship manager 10, credit manager 20, like this. So all these basic information to be given, and then all this information will be available to you at the time of shortlisting, at the time of giving the providing the consent, right, my friends? So don't be in a hurry to give a particular, to give a consent to a particular company. Please go through all these criteria which are there, go through all three guidelines, right, my friends? So what is the shortlisting process? Basically all these things, and then the issue offer letter is would be 2 rounds, all these things, basic information to the company, so not at all relevant for us. Limit on the shortlisting we have gone through. Maximum, so act 2, that candidate can give maximum 4 consent. It is inclusive of first round of shortlisting, second round of shortlisting in big center. Keep this in mind, it is in big center, right? So all these things are there, and there are some general highlights for the last campus. What are the general highlights? That 201 companies appeared in the 61st campus, in 60th. So my friend, this is the 62nd campus placement, and in 61st, 201 candidate companies participated, 3472 job offers made, 3790 accepted. Highest package was 29 LPA, average package was 12.5 LPA. And like this 60th campus, there is data, you can go through this data. Now, my friends, let's go through another video by another PDF by ICAI, which is like frequently asked questions by the candidates. So friends, these questions are very important for you as a candidate, because my friends, many candidates face various problems while filing the campus form, and they get misled because of the lack of the information. So don't get misled. We are providing the information from the official source of ICAI. So it is from trustful source. So please go through all these FAQs, right? So my friends, what are the various FAQs? Eligibility, various types of queries by the candidates are like eligibility, online registration, campus form, online payment, all these queries of the candidates are there, based on which ICAI has released this FAQ. ICAI means CMIB, right? We have already gone through the eligibility criteria for campus placement program, right? Now the thing is that if a candidate has qualified in the CA in May 25, but articleship is not going to complete up to November, my friends, it is supposed to be 31st of October, because in announcement they mentioned 31st of October, right? Then whether he or she is eligible for this next campus or not. Yes, he or she is eligible for the next campus. Don't take any tension about this. Now the thing is that if you have not attained 21 years of age, but you have qualified chartered accountancy, then my friends, that is important announcement for you by the ICAI, that you have to complete the articleship train. You that you have to basically seek the special permission by mailing at cajob@icai.in. What should you write? You should write the normal information that, sir, ma'am, I have appeared for CA final examination, got cleared, but have not attained 21 years of age. I seek your special permission to appear in this campus placement. You have to put a mail, they will give you consent, right? So it is very important for you if you have not attained 21 years of age. Now, which roll number should you mention? Like if you will register, then which roll number should you mention? It's your CA final roll number. Registration website is this. How to select the centers, will go through this center selection, and registering campus means the candidates could not fill the entire form at a time, whether he can edit. Yes, my friends, once you save a particular tab, then it will get automatically saved and you can re-edit that, or you can edit that form, or you can resubmit that form. It's not the criteria that you can't edit that later on. Option to edit the form remains open till the entire form is filled. Till the entire form is filled. Option to remain edit is open, right? Option to edit is open. Then while registering the campus, if a candidate due to mistake has given wrong email address, want to change, they can mail to CA Job ICAI. So for every problem there is a solution. Solution given to, and solution is provided by cajob@icai.in, right? You have to put a mail to this. If the candidate is not selected big center, then where he can register? Means if you have not selected for the big center, you can register for the small center. But if you have selected and you have given consent to a big center companies, you have got an offer from a big center, then you can't appear for the small center, my friend. This is very important. Now, if your candidate has opted for the big center, what would be the database we merge with the second choice center? Means if you have chosen a particular big center, and what second choice you can choose? You can choose second choice as a small center only. You can later on change that small center as well. So do not take any tension about that. Candidate can edit the form after successfully submitted. There is no option to edit. But if you, in the event of not being selected a big center, but you wish to change to a small center, in the event of not being selected in the big center, means suppose if you have submitted the form, then there is no chance to change that. But if you want to change the small center and you have not got shortlisted, you have not got selected in the big center, then you can change your small center by putting a mail to this, right, my friends? And if an eligible candidate has not registered for the campus placement, would he be eligible to the next? He has not registered despite being eligible to participate, then he would be eligible, my friends. Suppose if you are eligible for this campus but you have not registered, then you would be eligible to appear for the next campus. So do not take any tension about that. Pre-placement talk can be done by the companies, depend on the company's policies, right? Now group discussion will be by the companies. They will keep you update on your mail IDs. So do not take any attention about that. Now shortlisting and interview process. Shortlisting process depends on the company to company, but there are many criteria which we have already gone through in the previous PDF which we have looked upon, which the brochure, and there are like company can select can provide the 10 shortlisting, 10 times shortlisting, right? So all these things are there. Second round of shortlisting by the companies beneficial to the candidates. General criteria for selection, my friends. First round of shortlisting, candidate who mark their consent online. So criteria, basically there is no specific criteria for selection, my friends. There are 3-4 criteria which they need to disclose, but it is the onus is on the company. It is on the company's policies whom they want to shortlist, whom they don't want to shortlist. But there are some criteria like graduation is your criteria, marks is criteria, attempt is criteria, gender is also a criteria for some companies, right? All these things are there. Now, are candidates required to attend interviews, all interviews? Yes, they should. It is mandatory to attend all the interviews. But if you have given consent to any particular company, then you should not appear for the later interviews, right? Now, what are the facilities provided to candidates? Timing would be 9 to 6. Physical campus would be there, right? What document a candidate need to carry? You should carry photo identity card. ये कहाँ से मिलेगा? You will get this after filing the campus form. You will get it on 21st of July. So do print that. And online job profile print, online print profile. You can print this form also. You should print this form also, right? Now, when will the open interviews commence? Open interviews will not be there, basically. And what's the fees? 1500. Suppose if you have basically paid twice, then you will get a refund. If for the double payment you have made, that no need to take any attention for that. Payments will be accepted through debit credit card only, my friends. Online payment is not at all accepted, right? You should pay the 5,000 commitment charges if you have not joined after giving the placements, after giving the consent. So these are all the criteria, my friends. Moreover, we can see the things on this CMIB placements ka portal. Like if you log in here, CMIB placements. So this is your page. This is a login page. Here you can register for the newly qualified CAs. So CAs as a candidate, you have to register here as a candidate. So these are all the guidelines which you need to pass out. How you can register? You can register by following these things. You have to put your name, middle name, last name, roll number, student registration number, mail ID, mobile number, date of birth, all these things you need to fill. Then you can register on this portal, right, my friends? So this is how you can register. Now, how to file this campus form? This is how you can register. Now, how to file this form? So, my friends, this is the most important task for you to file this campus form, right? Because filing a campus form will ultimately decide that which companies you will get shortlisting for. You will get shortlisted for, or what will you get your good job or not. So that's the most important criteria. So basically what we can do, if you want that, we'll put a separate video on filing the campus form. So in that we'll cover everything you need to fill in the campus form filing, right? So please go through that video to ultimately gain good advantage of the campus form filing, right? I'll cover everything in deep, like what are the things which matters while filing a campus form, what are the things which don't matters. So these are the things. This is the basic overview. Like we can see, personal details you have to put here: male, female, marital status, date of birth, mail ID. You have to put your correspondence address, permanent address. This is the basic detail. Then you have to provide your education details: 10th, higher secondary, graduation, post graduation, CA foundation की details, CA inter की details. If you have group wise details should be there, basically CA final and inter, and what are the attempt count, everything, rank if got, and any other courses if you have done, then those details should also be there. Then training details are there, your articleship training details are there. So in basically training details, what you need to fill: GMCS completion, membership details if you have obtained, not obtained. Then training, the articleship form ka name, location, training starting date, end date, number of partners, and the nature of work. In this, as per my opinion, you should select everything. It is very important. Your shortlisting may depend on this, so select everything. Then other areas, then give the company name for which assignments have been done. Please note that the company name which you mentioned, then the industry name should be in same sequence as the company name. This is very important. So the industry name which you will mention, it should be in the same sequence as the company name. Suppose first company is Reliance, then the industry should be like oil and gas and everything like that. It should be mentioned. Define these like this, right? So you should mention like this. Then the industrial training information you can give here. Then work experience, if you have any post qualification, post chartered accountancy, if you have any work experience, you should mention here. Yes, it will ask for the various details, right? If you don't have any work experience, then put it as no. Then the hobbies and achievements, you should put your personal details here, that what are your hobbies and what are your achievements. Then the job preference. So for, if you like, in my opinion, you should choose everything. Like posting anywhere in India, yes. Passport, yes, if you have the one, because you have to enter the passport number. Transferable post acceptable, yes. Participated in 1 month, no. If you have done this, then yes. Are you ready to place outside India? Yes. Expected annual CTC minimum is 7.5 lakhs, but for you as a candidate it is 9 lakhs. We have gone through all the announcements, so it is 9 lakhs. So put it as 9 lakhs. And if you are like a ranker, then put it as 15 lakhs, right? Because minimum CTC will not decide your offer, right? It will decide your shortlisting. Okay. Now preference kind of industry, as per my opinion, choose everything so that you can get maximum shortlisting, right, my friends? Preference of area of work, put it everything as yes. Put your category, EWS, everything, physical handicapped, like this. You need to fill, and then you have to upload your photo and CV. So these are the things which you need to fill in this campus form. Like if you want, we can have a separate video covering every point of this campus form, detailed point which you mentioned, but please continue. But as per my opinion, this is the form which you need to file, so please fill it carefully. If you have any queries, please put me message in my Telegram channel, and you can ask in the comment section below also. So thank you so much. This is your friend CA Jatin Agarwal. Stay connected for further updates relating to your CA campus. Thank you so much.